Set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 42-yard line.
Yellow. Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That one complete to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Begin. Check 15.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Crash. Kill.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, yo, go.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Mahomes now on the sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 11th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his target, Beckham. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Jackson going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double tight. Out. Fire down. Stand up in. Go.
This is Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Check 13. Check 9. Check. 57.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Alert 3. Hey, ripple this. Kill.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Safety screaming. Check three.
Hey, rip list.
Undercrunch.
Hey, rip list.
Patchy.
Mahomes now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Easy.
Forty's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try the left side. It's Armstrong. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check the backer.
At the 38-yard line.
15.
Mike 40.
Check.
Check 24. You go tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like a drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
40. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. 49. Check 49.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, Ripley.
Jumper. Slam.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check it out. Switch.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Check. Crunch.
They'll go again to Jones. A little juke. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, "Oh no, I better get down," and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 yards. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run, watch the run.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, we got a seal, we got a seal, we got a seal. Come on.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
He's checking credit.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
Watch the twist. He's coming. We got double up.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
25, check 25, check 25. Attack, attack. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The Chiefs will use the first. Clock shows
Man, that's
50
some bullshit.
To play.
How the fuck is that not a pick?
4.
How the fuck was that not a pick? Bullshit ass fucking Madden.
Yellow. Yellow. Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check safety, check. Attack. Jam. Slam.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Yes.
Well, it's picked. And a
Good game, my nigga.
There as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 29-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming.
And he'll He'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Ravens, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't eating